Right guys, so here's the start of our new game. I chose a Barbarian. I just have a feeling about this class, like it's going to work out well for me. It's more along the lines of something I'd understand, unlike the Necromancer. So we'll see how far I can get with it. Hopefully we'll beat the game. That's, you know, as promised. So I want to try to do. A large axe, wow. Oh, that's quite a find. He has an immense amount of strength. I actually bought this axe from Griswold thinking, well, that will serve me well for a while. All of, like, 3 minutes, maybe. Actually, not even that, really. Now, the Barbarian has a rage skill, which I should actually use, or not use, but I should ready it. Right now it's not going to help him much because of his low level. Like, I've tinkered around with the class a little bit when selecting something to play the game with. I figure, you know, why make the same mistakes again? But yeah, he gets stat bonuses from Rage. I think it's Strength and Dexterity, if I remember correctly. And with every level, it gets better and better. But when you're on low levels, like, the stats don't really stack. So we're just going to, not that they don't stack. You don't really see it reflected in damage. Now, when Rage wears off, he's actually quite vulnerable. I think he loses, he gets a slight penalty to Strength and Dexterity. For a few seconds. It's not, I don't think it's, like, earth-shattering, if I remember correctly. It is quite useful for him to have, like, a high dexterity. I'm also going to give him a bow. I think that might help. That will be like a side weapon for him, though. We can always use it against things like sorcerers and anything that's annoying and likes to run away. Which we really won't face much down here, actually. And then one bow was actually handed to us, so that's nice. We can't use it yet. 34 dexterity, wow, that's, yeah, it's gonna be a little while before we can wear one of those. Maybe we'll find a short bow that can act as a substitute. I have to ask, when I wear bows, I'm gonna have to ask myself, do I want a fast bow or a slow bow? Wow, I cannot hit these guys. That's pretty bad. I was actually thinking of going with the warrior, but the problem with him is in vanilla Diablo, he has to chase down like all the magic users or stone curse them or something. And in vanilla Diablo, it's kind of tedious. As long as you have like decent magic resistances, it's just kind of like a pain in the butt thing that you have to do. In this game, it's not like just that it's a pain in the ass. You'll probably die unless you happen to have like really good resistances. The warrior will learn a skill called Charge, but that takes time. So critical damage 119%. That's pretty impressive as it is, actually. Just starting off. Critical hit chance 7%. Well, change that. As we put to dexterity, that will increase. I'm going to put a little bit to strength. It's not as efficient, but I want to have a high strength so I can wear things. We're really going to need good armor and stuff. And we're not going to be going all that far into the game, so we're going to want to do that. And it looks like he has natural resistances. I didn't realize it about him. So there we go. That's a nice little buff, and we have 8% chance of getting a critical hit. So, not only are we going to do really good damage, because that's not like, your critical attacks 119% of your regular attack. It's added on to it, so that's pretty good. So right now it would essentially double my attack when I get a critical. Of course, it doesn't happen very often thanks to our low dexterity. I think my rags broke. That's a shame. That's very sad. Alright, so keep killing shit. Scroll of Identify. As you can see, he's very fast with this axe. I'm curious now. I wonder if we'll get a damage bonus when we use Rage. No. I love that sound he makes. Sounds like he's like taking a shit or something. Damn. Oh, it also increases his vitality, and you see we have a penalty for now. It's not that big though. It's just a few points. The nice thing is Rage actually like kind of heals you, because you get I think you get points to dexterity, vitality, and strength. So you actually get a little hit point boost from using it. I'll show you. Now right now it's like, oh no, we didn't get a hit point boost, but when it wears off, the extra bit of hit points that we get will stay with us, see? So that's pretty cool. And I think that it's actually like I think it's called exhaustion or something. Is the effect you get when you exit rage mode. It doesn't affect your vitality negatively, so that's good. It's kind of lame. Like, I guess they just use like, I think that's like his dying sound or something, and kind of changed it. So kind of funny. Like, instead of just having like someone like scream into a mic or something. Probably better that they did that, actually. Of course, he can't hit a frickin' broadside of a barn here. Now, I won't be doing too many videos like this. I'm probably just going to have like important parts of the game, really. We'll get a video. And the end. Because we've essentially covered everything anyway. Okay, so, you know, why beat a dead horse? There we go. Got another level up. Yay. He'll actually be able to hit things soon. I love how he just walks up to that guy and doesn't attack, even though I hit the attack button. Thanks. Someone's not known for their intellect, huh? Alright, so... Can I even do that? Nope. I just wasted that scroll of identify. That's great. I guess here's the stupid one now, right? Alright, so... That's all very funny. Haha, game. You deceived me. We'll walk back up to town real quick and get some stuff repaired. See if we can wear anything. Still not really... I don't know, I really wonder how, like, the strength bonus and all that works. Like, how it affects damage. If I remember correctly, there was, like, some kind of threshold on it. And it's all very strange, really. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, it might have, it's somehow related to your level, though. I know that. Because as you get up to higher levels, you'll actually see
what can I do for you?
benefits for having high strength and all that stuff, or high well, dexterity immediately kicks in. I guess what they didn't want you doing was like stacking up on or stocking up on like really powerful rings and stuff, and then having like a billion attack power early in the game. Rather than sell things, because I have a lot of money, I'm going to stash them, and when I get the that's actually pretty nice. When I get the anvil, I will oh, that's nice too, actually. But we'll just put that aside. When I get the anvil fury, I'll take all those things I've been stockpiling and break them down into materials. Here's an iron short bow. Do I want it? 34. You know, I think I can do without a bow for a while. So I won't really put the money out for that. And I can't wear any of this shit yet. Okay. Level 4, what am I? Level 3. I can wear that armor soon, actually. So we'll actually have a decent piece of armor going into these later stages. We'll need it against the Butcher. I'm really interested to see how he does against him, because the Butcher was just an absolute nightmare to fight. See, I don't know what the dev was going for, really. So, like, I don't want to say, like, oh, the game's unbalanced, or this in terms of difficulty, but, like, some things, like, at least early on, like now, they feel like they're not very well balanced. Like, you know, maybe it's a little too difficult. I think the Butcher falls into that category. Like, I've had to grind to actually manage to kill him. I think maybe that's that. Like I said, that might have been purposeful. That might be because the guy knew that people were going to level their characters up, and they were going to farm things, or they'd start new characters that would have, like, you know, super equipment, like, right off the bat. So maybe he just decided, well, I'll just make things really hard. And it looks like we got a critical there. See, as I said, they're really quite potent. And it looks like we have a bow. That's good. Not the best Not the best choice for him. It's kind of a slow bow, as we see, but at least in situations where we need to, like, we can pick things off. Like, this is pretty helpful. When we get the, I think it's the hunter's bow, that's a pretty fast bow. I think there's a few others like it. There's also, like, specialized crossbows and stuff that, if I remember correctly, have, like, speed on them. Good luck finding them. I have one of them. Book of Dark Pact. I guess I'll pick it up. I'll end up selling that, most likely. I have a huge stash of magic books. There we go. And mostly we're probably going to use our good old axe. I'm just going to get in the habit of having a bow to use against various nuisances and pests. I think it'll be probably pretty good against various succubi that we encounter and things of that nature. Oh, robe. And we have our... Yeah, it's not too bad of a... Oh, we actually do get a vitality penalty. I didn't know that. Wow. But I don't think it's less than what you get. So, I don't think it subtracts from your hit points either, so it's not that bad, really. Get used to hulking up. He has some really cool skills that he learns later on. One of which is called Inner Fire, I think. It grants you like fire damage, and it even like lessens the fire defense of enemies, so it's pretty cool. Now I'm curious about how this works, so let's see, we have 66 out of 85. Now we have 77. Of course that boosts us all the way up to 100 HP, like, right away. So let's see, will we lose life when we go into tiredness? It looks like no. So that's good. That makes that skill useful just in and of itself, because we can kind of get like a free heal out of it every now and then. Now the Barbarian is absolutely unable to use magic. He's always like set at 3. You know, maybe absolutely isn't the right term though, because I think, I'm not sure, but I think that rings and stuff do allow him to have a magic score, but otherwise it's like that gold 0 forever. But it might be possible that they don't. Maybe equipment doesn't. So he does have that as a problem. But that kind of makes him not a whole lot different from playing like the Barbarian or something in Diablo 2. And of course, you know, Barbarians got along just fine in Diablo 2 without magic. It makes sense that he can't use it. Well, like kind of like the way it made sense that the warrior could kind of use it, sort of, a little bit, in vanilla Diablo, and I think this version, because he is kind of, you know, he is definitely leans towards like martial arts, but he's also not a complete like bruiser like this guy. Of course, they kind of threw that out the window in Diablo 2. That was kind of something I didn't like about that game in some ways. Of course, the classes had their skills, and you could do different builds and stuff, so, you know, that kind of made up for it. Totally made up for it. Especially in the fact that you can have a more unique character. So we're gonna get a lot of these guys, I guess. I talked about having to fight archers, and it happened. That's the way this game can hear sometimes. Alright, so do it again. Oh, he does get resistance as he levels up. He has 2 resistance now. Oh, that's sweet. That's really great, actually. What is it, like every few levels or something? I guess every other level. That's awesome. I don't know if he stays like that, but I'll take it. So I guess that means if you're like, yeah, if you're like level 60 or something, you'll have like 30% base resistance. And that really like opens up a lot with like your gear and stuff. It's like one less slot that you would have to worry about. Hulk up on this guy. Hulkamania.
I can't carry anymore.
He's husky as shit, man. Can't carry anymore. Does anyone even say husky anymore? It looks like there's a boss down there. And oh, we're ready to use this. That's good. This is totally messed up. Okay, I know you, Deadeye. 2 hits. Oh man, I'm gonna love this guy. 2-shot and bosses already, damn. 0 chill. 0 chill Barbarian over here. Alright, so I don't know, did we find a waypoint up here yet? We're down here. I don't think we did. What this level is just going to turn into, really, is just me grinding for a while until I'm comfortable that I can take on the Butcher. Or at least reasonably comfortable that I can do it. So I am going to just end this video right here, because I'll just end up walking back up into town and stuff. So in the next video I'll fight the Butcher. Hopefully we'll kick his ass, and we'll proceed onward from there. So thank you so much guys for watching. I will be back with more, and until next time, good luck and happy gaming.